They called her ZURI, not because she stood out in some grand, dramatic way, but because she made people feel something. Something warm, something true, something like hope. She wasn't rich. She wasn't famous. She lived in an old apartment on the edge of the Paris, wore not-so-fancy clothes with pride, and braided her little cousin's hair on the stoop every Sunday. But ZURI had magic in her presence. Not the kind that casts spells, the kind that heals. When the world was loud, angry, and spinning too fast, ZURI moved through it with grace. Her laugh? Bright like the African sun. Her voice? Calm like the ocean breeze back home in Ghana. Her spirit? Unshakable. Every morning before the city woke up, ZURI left a fresh marigold or hibiscus bloom on the neighbor's doorstep. The one who lost his wife. She played mbira music on her speaker and hummed as she swept the hallway. And every Friday, she made enough jollof rice to feed anyone who knocked. She noticed the lonely. She greeted the invisible. She saw people. One stormy night, the building went dark. Wind howled. Everyone stayed inside, anxious. But not ZURI. Candle in one hand, a woven basket of sweet buns in the other, she went door to door. "Come," she smiled. "Let's light the night together." In her tiny living room, people gathered. A taxi driver sang a song from his childhood. A tired nurse finally laughed. An old woman, once grumpy and closed off, cried quietly as ZURI held her hand. There were no filters, no followers, just stories and soul. That night, ZURI reminded them all that when the world is full of chaos, it's not the loudest voice that brings hope. It's the quiet flame, the shared meal, the girl next door with courage in her smile and light in her eyes. ZURI didn't change the world, but she changed her corner of it. And sometimes, that's exactly what the world needs most. She reminded them all that hope doesn't arrive in grand speeches or perfect lives. It shows up in ordinary people who choose to care, to give, to love, even when life gives them every reason not to. ZURI may never be on a magazine cover, but to the people around her, she was everything. In a world that can feel chaotic, noisy, and cold, sometimes all we need is one kind soul, one warm light, one ZURI. Be the ray of hope, even if you're just the girl next door.